Hey, how's it guys? Welcome to another episode of Big John's Wine Adventures. And today, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite beach in the whole wide world, what I consider to be the most beautiful beach on the island of Oahu, and that is Lanikai Beach. Now, this beach was chosen as the best beach in the world in 2008 by Travelers Magazine. And I'm also gonna show you guys the Lanikai Pillbox Trail. We're gonna go all the way to the top of Lanikai Pillbox, and from there, we're gonna get a bird's eye view of this amazing beach and the neighborhood of Lanikai, and also the twin islands that you see in the background, the islands of Makapu'u. So come with me on another episode of Big John's Wine Adventures. Let's go. Okay guys, so Lanikai is a little tricky. You know, keep in mind that this is a residential area, and they're very sensitive about the parking here because, you know, so many people come over here, so it's only natural. So you don't want to park anywhere near a driveway, and you want to make sure you don't park on the bicycle lane because you will get towed. They don't allow street parking on weekends and holidays, so just keep that in mind. You know, if you don't want to take any risk, if you don't mind walking a little bit more, what you can do is you can park at Kailua Beach, because Kailua Beach does have a public parking lot and they're right next door. And from there, you can walk over to Lanikai, which only takes about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm gonna take you guys up Lanikai Pillbox Trail first and show you guys the bird's eye view of Lanikai Beach from there. Just keep in mind, this is as far as you can go by car. From this point on, you have to walk up. So you want to make sure you don't park anywhere past this sign here, because your car will get towed. So you want to make sure that you park, you know, this is about as far as you can come. Once you get past this point, they don't allow street parking anymore. Now, the trail that I'm about to take you guys on, I just want to let you guys know that it's not for everyone. It can be quite difficult. It can be quite slippery at times, and you want to be you want to stay away from this trail if it rained a lot the night before, because it gets very sticky, very muddy, and it gets very slippery. So there are moments where it gets really steep, so you really have to be careful. And you know, you don't have to go all the way up to the pillbox. If you go about halfway up, you can still get a very nice view. But if you want to go all the way up to the pillbox, yeah, then you want to be very careful, because there are times when it gets very steep and quite challenging. So you definitely want to have your shoes on. And you know, usually you see me in the past videos walking around with my slippers, but yes, I do have my shoes on today. Let me just show you guys. I got my Spider-Man shoes on today, so hopefully I got some moves like Spider-Man and I'll be able to climb up that mountain with ease. We'll see. It's a pretty hot day. Okay, so this is the beginning of the trail right here. You're gonna see the sign that says stop, and from here it begins. says you got ropes that people put in the past, usually because this slope gets really slippery, so I recommend hanging on to this rope. Watch out for the areas where you start to get this fine dust. That's when it gets really slippery. Oh man. Talk about a nice sitting spot, huh? I can sit on this rock and look at this view for hours. Beautiful. So the pillbox, I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but it's all the way up there. So we're not even halfway up yet. But as you can see, you don't have to go very far to get a nice, beautiful bird's eye view of Lanikai Beach. All right, well, let's continue. Gotta burn some fat so we can gain it all back when we're chilling at the beach tonight, eating and drinking, as we should. And we made it, guys! Yeah, we did it! We made it to the pillbox! Oh man, it was worth it though. And as you can see, there's a second pillbox up there. It's a little bit higher than this one, but I think that's as far as we'll go for today. Beautiful. Since we came all the way up here, we might as well go to the top. Alright, well, we made it to the top of the pillbox. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Looks like my Spider-Man shoes helped me out after all. It's a long drop. Alright guys, so we just came down Lanikai Pillbox Trail and we are now heading over to Lanikai Beach. And Lanikai Beach was chosen as the best beach in the world in 2008 by Travelers magazine. It was actually chosen as the best beach in the world several years over. And you know, this is a neighborhood. Now the great thing about Hawaii is nobody can own the beaches. All beaches here are public, but keep in mind it is a residential area. But as long as you're, you know, courteous to these neighbors, they're going to be courteous to you. And this is a beautiful, beautiful beach. I would also recommend coming over here for sunrise. From here you get a really beautiful sunrise as well. Sometimes, depending on the time of the year, you can actually catch the sun rise between the Twin Islands, and that's quite incredible. Now keep in mind this is a residential area, so there is no public parking lot here. So what you have to do is you have to go to these beachfront properties, and then between these houses you're going to find these dirt pathways that's going to take you onto that beach. Just be very careful with these cars when you're crossing the road here. So once again, you got these little dirt pathways between the houses here, between the beachfront properties. And this beach, I would recommend coming here. I would say the best time would be like right now around noon when the sun is up top. That's when you get that super emerald color in the water, as you can see, because this beach has white sand. So it has to do with the color of the sand and the shallowness of the water. So the water here is pretty shallow and the sand is white, so you get that beautiful emerald color when the sun is up top. But that color tends to fade away after like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful. And there is the Twin Islands of Mokulea right there. Mokulua. We call them Twin Islands because they look alike. A lot of people like to rent some canoes and paddle over there. It's usually a pretty good exercise. Paddle there and paddle back. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there on top of that hill we got the Lanikai Pillbox. That's where we were just at. Oh man, that water looks good. Can't wait to jump in, but I want to show you guys a little bit more of this beach. So finally we made it into the water. Oh man, that feels good after that long hike. Now it's time to go a little bit snorkeling. Well, there you have it, guys. Another episode of Big John's Hawaiian Adventures. So if you guys want to see more episodes like this, stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Aloha.